East side of Maple Park, and it's a great park. It's nice, very nice. It's beautiful. No, it looks like it's about time.
Okay, I'll call regular city council meeting Monday, January 7, 2019. To order, clerk call roll, please.
Alderman Putoff. Here. Ferrari. Here. Waldorf. Lukosius. Here. Radke. Here. Sapienza. Payton. Ballard. Here. Mayor Harrell.
Please rise for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, any public comment, anybody? Anyone? Can we hear this?
Nobody signed up, Your Honor.
Okay, where are we at here? Presentation, no presentation minutes. We have a motion to receive the regular minutes and place on file.
So moved, Your Honor. Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Do we have a motion to receive the financial reports and place on file?
So moved, Your Honor.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. We have a motion to receive activity reports and place on file.
So moved, Your Honor. Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, signify. Oops, I'm sorry.
We don't really talk about these much, but the building report, annual report, it was $18 million, or $17.9 million invested in Peru 2018. That's a pretty sizable number, I think, to see that level of investment in the community.
Now, there was no one really big project there, so that was pretty nice because there was a lot of projects going on. So.
A lot of people busy this year.
Any further discussion? All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. We'll go to committee reports, Finance, Safety Services, Chairman Putoff.
Alderman Radke, would you lead us with disbursements tonight?
Yes, Your Honor. Total disbursements to be paid on January 9th of 2019, $1,171,645.26. I move this report be received, placed on file, the bills paid in the usual manner. I'll second that, Your Honor.
Have a motion second, receive the disbursements, place on file, and pay the bills in the usual manner. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call roll.
Alderman Putoff. Aye. Ferrari. Aye. Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Payton.
Aye.
Ballard.
Aye.
Motion approved.
That's all from Finance and Safety Services, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll move on to Public Services. Chairman Waldorf.
Yes, Your Honor. Chief King, do you have anything? I do not. Chief Kirby? We have no report from Public Services this evening, Your Honor.
Okay, now we'll start with a slew of ordinances. Okay, we'll start with the one on the bottom of the page 3, I guess it is.
Yes, Your Honor, that's an ordinance annexing certain territory to the city of Peru, Illinois, prayed for by the petition of the city of Peru concerning real estate generally located between Peoria Street and Plank Road, containing approximately 13.187 acres.
Do we have a motion to receive the ordinance as written and read?
Yes. Second, Your Honor.
Who, it was Alderman Radke? Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
So this is generally the property that is being annexed, that was gifted to the city of Peru for the road right away.
The road right away.
Oh, this first one is just the road right away. Oh, it's there. We're doing the other one, which is the rest of the kind of.
Right. You're correct, Alderman Radke. That's what the Ernest family gifted to the city of Peru, and that's what we're doing our North Peoria Street road improvements over the next 2 years.
Does this have to be zoned, or because it's public right away, it doesn't get zoned?
It automatically comes in as R1 unless it's otherwise.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Have a roll call, quick call roll.
Alderman Putoff. Aye. Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Payton.
Aye.
Ballard.
Aye.
Motion approved. Okay, now we'll go back to page 2 and start at the top at A with Attorney Klein. It's all yours.
I'm sorry, I'm talking ready for me. Okay, hello everyone. We have a number of annexations to go through, so if anybody has any questions or want me to go slow when we get to it, let me know. Before we get started, I just want to disclose for the record that Alderman Payton and your Economic Development Director both have property in the proposed downtown Fifth District. They filed a statement of disclosure with the city clerk indicating that they're not going to have any involvement in the downtown Fifth District matters and keep their property as commercial properties. So those disclosures are on file. The properties are 1727 Main Street and 2116 4th Street and 2121 to 2123 4th Street. So those disclosures are on file. And it might suggest Alderman Payton will recuse himself with my recommendation, at least that you do, from the ordinances that we're going to vote on, because those ordinance properties are going to become part of the Fifth District that we're going to get to later in the meeting.
So for the minutes, we'll just indicate, across the board that there's no vote whatsoever.
So, if you refer to your agenda, first we have an ordinance annexing certain territory as sought by the petition of Patrick Colley. All the ordinances are the same, so I'm going to read the first one, then I'm going to say the same, unless there's something different. Where a city approves a home rule municipality in accordance with the Constitution of the State of Illinois, written petition signed by legal owners of record of all land within the territory herein described and filed with the city clerk of the city approved, requesting said territory be annexed to the city approved. In this instance, there are 0 electors residing in the territory. Legal notices regarding the intention of the city to annex the territory have been sent to all public bodies that are required to receive such notice in state statute. All petition documents and legal requirements are in full compliance with the agreed terms and statutes of the state of Illinois, specifically 7-18 of the municipal code. Therefore, be it ordained by the city council of the city of Peru, a home rule municipality, the property of Patrick M. Colony is shown on the annexation plat and legal description attached hereto and incorporated herein, the annex to the city of Peru, South County, Illinois. City clerk is hereby authorized and directed to record at the county recorder of deeds and file with the county clerk and county election authority a certified copy of the ordinance together with the accurate map of the territory attached hereto. This ordinance is adopted pursuant to the home rule authority of the city and should be in full force and effect after its passage and approval is required by law. I think we need to vote on each one.
Right. Okay, we have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read.
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
Your Honor, I just wanted to say that the city for a long time has been attempting to annex these properties, probably for decades, and certainly, as you see, what is in it for the residents of Peru, and it's quite obvious that then Peru will be able to assist with the economic development and also be able to control it. So it is a win-win for both those people annexing and, of course, for the city of Peru.
Anyone else?
I'm just got the same question asked before. How, does this property have to be zoned, or how is this property zoned?
By your ordinance, all these properties are, when they're annexed like this, are zoned to R1, but they also are subject to their pre-existing non-conforming use. So it's on those properties to continue. Eventually, I would expect most of these properties to be rezoned commercial.
Okay, any further questions? Okay, we'll have a roll call, quick call roll.
Alderman Paul. Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Prokosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Payton.
Present.
Ballard.
Motion approved.
Okay, and I did indicate, the legal description, the annexation plat are attached to all these ordinances. I'm not going to read the entire legal description if somebody wants me to. And this parcel that we just did call, it was identified by parcel number 1718488000. Second, we have a petition filed by Bevan Malooly regarding a parcel identified as 17-1847500, requesting annexation to the city of Peru. The ordinance is the same, otherwise there's no electors regarding on this property. I'd ask that you consider annexing that property.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read.
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? A roll call, please.
Alderman Paul.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Prokosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Payton.
Abstain.
Ballard.
Yes.
Motion approved. Now, we're skipping over, on your agenda, you see C, we're skipping that over because
And that
they...
property is not going to annex at this time. And any of these properties that are not annexing, obviously can seek to annex at a later time.
So we're just leaving C lay right now.
So next we have the petition of property owned by Judith Patel as trustee, Bert Brenneman, Lori Brenneman, Lisa Duclair, Dan Schwarting, John Schwarting, Kay Schwarting, and Terry Sumner. There's no electric residing on this property. This property is identified as PIN numbers 1718-418-000, 1718-313-000, and 1718-302-000. And again, there's an annexation plat with a description attached to the ordinance.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read.
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Have a roll call.
Alderman Toth.
Aye.
Ferrari. Waldorf. Lukosius. Radke. Sapienza. Payton. Ballard.
Motion approved.
Next, we have property owned by Alejandro Arzaga. This property is at 13 West US Highway 6. It's parcel number 1718-445-000. We have the petition, all the legal notices that are provided as required. The ordinance is the same as the other ordinances. It's a plat and legal description attached to the ordinance.
You have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read.
So moved, Your Honor. Second.
Where'd the second come from? Alderman Radke? Alderman Bell? Switched up on me. Is there any discussion? Call the roll.
Alderman Toth. Ferrari. Waldorf. Lukosius. Radke. Sapienza. Payton. Ballard.
Motion approved.
Next, we have an ordinance based on the petition of Richard and Susan Konechny for property at 14 and 15 West UI Highway 6, parcel number 1718-432-000 and 1718-310-000. There are two electors residing within the said territory, and we both signed the petition. So in essence, that ordinance be adopted.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read?
So moved.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion and a second. Discussion? Call the roll.
Alderman Toth. Ferrari. Waldorf. Lukosius. Radke. Sapienza. Payton. Ballard.
Motion approved.
Next, we have property owned by William and Marilyn Weber at 16 West US Highway 6 through Illinois, parcel number 1718-431-000. The ordinance is the same as the other ordinances. The owner and electors have signed the petition, and the ordinance is otherwise the same as the ones we just adopted. There's a plat and legal description attached.
Do we have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Discussion? Call the roll.
Alderman Toth. Ferrari. Waldorf. Lukosius. Radke. Sapienza. Payton. Ballard.
Motion approved.
Next, we have an ordinance annexing the property owned by Bahal and Hassaban Hotel. And this is for property on West on Route 6, identified as parcel number 17-18-482-000. And there's a plat and legal description attached, and the electors residing on the property have signed the petition.
Do you have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second?
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion and a second. Discussion? Call the roll.
Alderman Toth. Ferrari. Waldorf. Lukosius. Radke. Sapienza. Payton. Ballard.
Motion
Next, we have a
approved.
property,
No, it's,
next we have property on the petition of Barbara Bain as trustee. It's parcel 1718-494-000, 1718-444-000, 1718-474-000, 1718-444-000. There's a legal description and annexation plat attached to the ordinance, and there are no electors residing on these properties.
okay, we have a motion to approve the ordinance.
So moved.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion and a second. Discussion? Call the roll.
Alderman Toth. Ferrari. Waldorf. Lukosius. Radke. Sapienza. Payton. Ballard.
Motion approved.
Next, we have an ordinance annexing the property owned by Land Investment 7 LLC. Property is identified by parcel number 1718-496-000. There are no electors residing on the property. The legal description and plat are attached to the petition.
Do you have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Well, I had a motion from Alderman Ballard and a second from Alderman Putoff. Any discussion? We call the roll.
Alderman Toth. Ferrari. Waldorf. Lukosius. Radke. Sapienza. Payton. Ballard.
Motion approved.
Next, we have an ordinance annexing the property of Illinois Valley Green LLC. There are no electors residing on the property. It's identified by parcel number 17-18414000. The plat and legal description are attached to the proposed ordinance.
Do you have a motion to approve the ordinance as written in red?
So moved. Second.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Peyton.
Abstain.
Ballard.
Motion approved.
Next, we have property owned by John and Lori Mulligan, parcel number 17-18472000. There are no electors residing on the property. There's an annexation plat and legal description attached to the proposed ordinance annexing the property.
Do you have a motion to approve the ordinance as written in red?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second.
Was that Alderman Sapienza, the second? Discussion? Call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Peyton.
Abstain.
Ballard.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Next, we have an ordinance requesting seeking the annexation of property owned by Michael Bain as executor of the estate of Gene Bain. The property is identified by parcel number 17-18-471000. There are no electors residing on the property. The legal description and annexation plat are attached to the petition.
Do you have a motion to approve the ordinance as written in red?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Call roll, please.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Peyton.
Abstain.
Ballard.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Next, we have an ordinance annexing the property owned by Barbara and Dolores Bain. The parcel is 17-18493000. There are no electors residing on the property. The annexation plat and legal description are attached to the ordinance.
Do you have a motion to approve the ordinance as written in red?
So moved. Second.
Have a motion and a second. Discussion? Call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf. Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Peyton.
Abstain.
Ballard.
Aye.
Motion approved. Who was that second?
Next, we have an ordinance annexing property owned by Bruce Albert. It's, the annexation plat and legal description is attached to the ordinance. The parcel number on this one is 17-18-306-000. There is one elector residing within said territory, and we ask that that be annexed as well.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the ordinance as written in red.
So moved, Your Honor.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? We'll call the roll then.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf. Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Peyton.
Abstain.
Ballard.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Next, we have an ordinance annexing property owned by SF Farms LLC. There are 0 electors residing on the property. We are annexing property identified in the annexation plat and legal description, which is part of the overall property owned there. It's 17-18-308-000 and 17-18-106-000.
Okay, we have a motion to approve this ordinance as written in red.
So moved, Your Honor.
Second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Yeah, Herb, on that property, you have a opportunity to just zone or just annex a portion of it?
Yeah, we're going to annex the portion at the corner of Route 6 and the Blacktop, which would be the most likely to develop for commercial properties. In our discussions with some of the taxing bodies, they were concerned about annexing a large portion that could later be residential property in the 5th District. So one of the discussions we made was just annexing the portion that's likely to be developed for commercial. Obviously, the rest of it can be annexed at a later date.
Then, for example, who would have control of that property as far as the zoning? They're looking for development, would it be the city of Peru or the county?
Portion that you've annexed. And, you know, if it was going to be a larger development that would involve more than just the parcel that you're annexing, then obviously at that point you'd have to decide if you're annexing the rest of the property.
But relatively, they could put up a public housing sector there and without Peru having annexation,
Part that you don't control,
yeah,
it'd be subject to county zoning.
okay.
Thank you.
Any further questions?
Yes, at what point would we have control if we owned all the way to the blacktop, or, I mean, if we annexed all the way to the blacktop?
You are
wouldn't we
annexing to
surround-
Blacktop.
Wouldn't we surround it then?
The property that goes north along the blacktop, I don't think they
No.
can surround that at this point, no. And I think I think the owner would be a willing annexing party, I mean, I can't speak for him. He was willing to annex at all. This is really a consideration, in deference to the other taxing bodies. You know, the TIF district would just be a commercial TIF district promoting, West Hot through the downtown out to the west end, and not a TIF that would have, large residential uses.
Okay, thank you.
Any further questions? Okay, we'll have roll call, please.
Alderman Putoff. Aye. Ferrari. Aye. Waldorf. Lukosius. Radke. Sapienza. Payton. Ballard.
Motion approved.
Okay, finally, we have an petition and an ordinance annexing property owned by Bernard and Patricia Ernest. You've earlier annexed some property that you acquired from them for right-of-way work at the corner of Plank Road and Peoria Street. This ordinance would annex the balance of that property. There are no electors residing within that district, within that area.
Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the ordinance as written and read. Discussion?
Currently, that's zone agricultural, is that correct?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
believe so, yeah.
And it would remain at that until they would petition for otherwise, right?
Yeah, I mean, as Mr. Schweiker said earlier, your ordinance says if you annex new property, it automatically comes in as R1, but the law provides that a non-conforming use is allowed to continue until the petitioner wants to change it.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? Okay, we'll have a roll, please.
Alderman Putoff. Aye. Ferrari. Aye. Waldorf. Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke. Sapienza. Payton. Ballard.
Motion approved.
Okay, next we have a series of 3 ordinances to adopt what's known as the Peru Downtown Tax Increment Financing District. The first ordinance, and we have to adopt these in orders, approves the redevelopment plan and projects for the Peru Downtown Tax Increment Financing District. You've all received copies of the plan. This plan has been the subject of 2 public hearings, a joint review board meeting, which is a meeting of all the taxing bodies, and I happily report that the joint review board meeting with the other taxing bodies, such as the school districts in the county, have an advisory vote. Those in attendance voted unanimously to recommend approval of this TIF district. We also had a public meeting way back when we talked about doing this, and those that wanted to annex have given them an opportunity to annex. So at this point, we're ready to adopt the ordinance approving the redevelopment plan and projects for the Peru Downtown Tax Increment Financing District. The ordinance provides that the City of Peru, as a home rule municipality, desires to implement tax increment financing pursuant to the Tax Increment Allocation Act as amended, and for the redevelopment plan and projects for the Peru Downtown Tax Increment Financing District within the municipal boundaries of the City of Peru. The city previously approved ordinance 6209 to establish an interested parties registry on March 3rd, 2017. Due notice in respect to a public meeting was given pursuant to the TIF Act. The city held a public meeting to advise the public taxing district having real property in the area and residents of the area as to the possible intent to prepare a redevelopment plan and designate a redevelopment project area, and received public comment. On August 29th, 2018, the city convened a joint review board to consider the proposal, and the joint review board met on said date and recommended that the city approve the redevelopment plan, project area, and projects. Public hearing notice was given on August 7th, 2018. On August 16th, 2018, by certified mail to the taxpayers. August 7th was to the taxing districts and to all residents on August 13th, as required by the TIF Act. The City Council caused a public hearing to be held relative to the redevelopment plan and projects, which hearing was began and then continued until October 17, 2018, when it concluded on the second night. The redevelopment plan and project set forth the factors constituting the need for the redevelopment of blighted and conservation areas in the proposed redevelopment project area, and the City Council has reviewed testimony concerning such needs presented at the public hearing, reviewed studies generally informed of the conditions of the proposed redevelopment project area. City Council has reviewed the conditions pertaining to lack of private investment within the proposed redevelopment project area to determine whether contiguous parcels of real property improvements in the proposed area would be substantially benefited by the proposed redevelopment improvements. Cities further determine the implementation of the redevelopment plan will increase employment opportunities, increase population, increase the overall value and quality of life in the community for its residents by completing the redevelopment project, and enhance the taxing district of all taxing bodies that extend into the area. City Council has reviewed the proposed plan and project, land use, zoning map, and ordinances for the development of municipalities as a whole. City Council then hereby makes the following findings. The area constituting the redevelopment project area is described in Exhibit A, which is the legal description, Exhibit B, which is the boundary map. There exist conditions set forth and the qualifying characteristics described in the plan which cause the area to be designated as a combination of blighted and conservation area as defined in the TIF Act. The proposed redevelopment project area in the whole has not been subject to growth and development through investment by private enterprise and would not be reasonably intended to be developed without the adoption of the plan. The plan conforms to land use zoning ordinances for the City of Peru. The redevelopment plan should be completed no later than December 31st, in which the payment is made to the municipal treasurer with respect to ad valorem taxes levied in the 23rd calendar year after the adoption of this ordinance. Such incremental revenues will be used exclusively for development of the project area. The redevelopment project area would not reasonably be developed without the use of such incremental revenues. Such additional information pertaining to the qualifying characteristics is set forth in the plan. The city has reviewed all of the relevant material. The redevelopment plan is hereby adopted and approved. A copy of the redevelopment plan and project is attached as Exhibit C and made a part of this ordinance. All ordinances in conflict are repealed. This ordinance is full force and effect from and after its passage and approval is required by law. And again, all they're going to make is not voting or choosing your same. So that's the first ordinance. Adopt the TIF plan.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read?
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Discussion? We'll have a roll call. Call roll, please.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke. Sapienza. Payton.
Abstain.
Ballard.
Aye.
Motion approved.
The second ordinance designates the redevelopment project area. It provides that whereas the City Council, a home rule municipality, has heretofore in the prior ordinance adopted and approved the redevelopment plan and redevelopment projects, which a public meeting was held on March 20th, a public hearing was held on September 24th, 2018, and October 17th, 2018, and it's now necessary to designate the area as a redevelopment project area. Now therefore be it ordained by the Mayor and City Council of the City of Peru that the area described in Exhibit A and Exhibit B, which is the legal description and boundary map attached hereto and made a part hereof, is hereby designated as City of Peru Tax Increment Financing District Redevelopment Area, the Downtown TIF District of the Tax Increment Allocation Redevelopment Act. All ordinances in conflict with herewith are hereby repealed. This ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage as approved by law.
We have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read.
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion, a second, to approve as written and read. Discussion? Call roll, please.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke. Sapienza. Payton.
Abstain.
Ballard.
Aye.
So the first ordinance approved the plan, the second ordinance adopted the map and legal description, and the third of three ordinances adopts tax increment allocation financing for the Peru Downtown Tax Increment Financing District. This is the ordinance that the county uses to apply TIF financing to the area within the district. So it provides that the City of Peru desires to adopt tax increment allocation financing pursuant to the TIF Act. The city has adopted and approved a redevelopment plan of projects and designated the redevelopment project area known as the Peru Downtown TIF District. City of Peru hereby adopts tax increment financing for the Peru Downtown TIF District as approved by the prior ordinance, the first one we did, and the redevelopment project area as designated by the second ordinance that we just did. They will fill in those numbers. And further described in Exhibit A, legal description, and Exhibit B, the boundary map, both of which are attached to and made a part of this ordinance. After the EAV of each tract of taxable real property in the redevelopment project area exceeds the initial EAV of each tract, the ad valorem taxes, if any, arising from the levies upon real property in the redevelopment project area by taxing districts and the rates determined in the manner of the TIF Act each year after the effective date of this ordinance until the redevelopment project costs and obligations in respect of them paid shall be divided as follows. That portion of taxes levied upon each taxable lot of real property which is attributable to lower of the current EAV or the initial EAV of each taxable lot or parcel of property in the area shall be allocated to, and when collected, shall be paid by the county collector to the respective effective taxing bodies or whenever required by law. That portion of any which is attributable to increase in the EAV of each lot in the redevelopment project area over and above the lower of the current EAV or the initial EAV of each parcel within the area shall be allocated and collected and paid to the municipal treasurer, who shall deposit said funds in a special fund called the Special Tax Allocation Act for the Peru Downtown TIF District. All ordinances or parts of ordinances in conflict herewith are hereby repealed. This ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval as required by law.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Okay, we'll call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Payton.
Abstain.
Ballard.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Thank you all. Anyone have any questions?
No?
Thank you all.
Very good, Herb. Thank you. Okay, it's not on the agenda, but we're not taking any we'll receive and place on file. I have a State of Illinois 100th General Assembly Senate side, Senate Joint Resolution number 25. It was offered by Senator Sue Resin, and I thank Senator Resin for this. Whereas it is highly fitting that the Illinois General Assembly pays honor and respect to truly great individuals, and whereas 6 brothers of the Kaczynski family of Peru served in World War II, and whereas 5 of the brothers served in the United States Army: Bernard, Florian, Thaddeus, Alex Jr., and Richard. And whereas 1 brother, Chester, served in the United States Merchant Marine during World War II and with the United States Army during the Korean War. And whereas the Kaczynski brothers served all over the world during World War II in places such as Guadalcanal, Tonga, Panama Canal Zone, New Guinea, the Philippines, and Iceland. And whereas Alex Jr. was the only brother who was seriously wounded in action on Luzon and was awarded the Purple Heart. Therefore, be it resolved by the Senate of the 100th General Assembly of the State of Illinois, the House of Representatives concurring herein, that we designate Route 6 from Mary Street in Spring Valley to Harrison Street in Peru as the Kaczynski Brothers Memorial Highway. And be it further resolved that the Illinois Department of Transportation is requested to erect at suitable locations consistent with state and federal regulations appropriate plaque or signs giving notice of the name of the Kaczynski Brothers Memorial Highway. And be it further resolved that the suitable copies of this resolution be presented to the Kaczynski family, Peru Mayor Scott Harrell, Spring Valley Mayor Walt Marini, and the Secretary of the Department of Transportation. Signed by the Secretary of the Senate, the President of the Senate, Clerk of the House of Representatives, and Speaker of the House of Representatives. That was very nice, and it's quite a bit of, lot of accolades there for that family with the brothers. And there's only 2 left right now, which is Alex, who is a longtime employee. I think he was probably here from the beginning to the end, 42 years, something like that, in our electric department. And Alex isn't doing too good, according to his son Kai, and we're probably going to go over to Alex's house and take a picture with myself. I've invited the senator, and we'll see who can show up and when to take a picture with them. But that's a very nice honor, and I thank the senator for doing that. So, do we have a motion to receive and place on file?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion to second to receive and place on file. Any discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Once again, that's very nice. Quite a bit of history there. I've got the original copy. I've got it back. I'll get it to you tomorrow. Okay, unfinished business? Any new business?
Your Honor, I would like to make a motion under new business to authorize filling the vacancy of a full-time 40-hour office clerk rather than the previously approved 30-hour position for the engineering and zoning departments.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on this? I know it's been talked about for quite some time, and the need is definitely there, and we'll have a roll call. Call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Sapienza. Payton.
Aye.
Ballard.
Aye.
Motion approved. Any further new business? Any other? Okay, petitions, communications.
Yes, Your Honor, I have two. First from Ellie's Tap requesting permission to close Prospect Street between 5th and 6th from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. on May 4th, 2019, use of Pulaski Street Park. It's an annual event. I don't know that there's ever been any police.
There has never been an incident whatsoever. They clean up. It's uneventful for a good event.
Okay, we have a motion to receive the communication, place on file, and grant permission.
So moved, Your Honor.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
Next is a communication from the Upper Illinois Valley Relay for Life seeking variances from the zoning ordinance of the City of Peru for a temporary event sign.
Do we have a motion to receive the communication, place on file, and seeking variance and turn over to planning and zoning for review and their recommendation?
I'll make that motion, Your Honor.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Any further ones that came in later or anything?
No, Your Honor, no
Nothing?
more communication.
Okay, public comment. Anybody with public comment? Anyone? None? No closed session, I don't think, unless something came up that... Okay, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
It looks like Clemson's ahead 13-7. First quarter.